So last year I made this apron and I wanted to attach the neck strap with buttons. So I made these buttonholes here, and I went to the store to find some buttons to match and couldn't find anything I liked. So I decided to make fabric covered ones with this, see if you can see it, Dritz craft cover button kit. Look at that. You can make fabric covered buttons with this, and it's really easy, and I'm going to show you how right now. Okay, so this kit comes with enough to make 14 buttons, the shank back. Well, it's supposed to come with 14. I got kind of shorted one button. Oh well. So it comes with these plain back that you can just make like crafty type of buttons that you just glue onto stuff. And then it comes with, these are the button heads, and then the shank backs. Okay, so there should be enough to do 14 in your kit. And it comes with this little plastic template. It will make a button that is 7/8 of an inch wide. And here's some examples of some buttons that I've made already with some fabric. See, these match my apron that I made. And this one goes to a Christmas skirt that I made this year, past year. So then comes with this little tool and this little tool. And this one's called the mold, and this one's called the pusher. And I will show you what we're going to do with this. Now, since doing this a couple of times, I have discovered a few tricks that I'm going to share with you. Okay, now, first of all, you are going to need a strip of scrap fabric. This is a great project for using up your little scraps, especially if you make your own clothing and you want the buttons to match. So I'm going to be making another one of these. It will tell you on the back that if you are using a very sheer fabric, to either use 2 pieces or to use some kind of lining underneath. If it's a dark color, I would use like a black, just a piece of thin black cotton, or muslin. You can use, you know, any color muslin underneath. All right, so these are the extra things you're gonna need. A pen, because I like to trace out my template so I can see it. You're not gonna see the pen markings after you make your buttons. And a hammer. And I also use a tiny bit of this super fabric adhesive by Aleene's. And now we're gonna make a button. First of all, take your fabric, and I'm gonna try to use as much of this fabric as I can. So I'm gonna go to a narrow end, and I'm gonna just draw around this little template. Very simple. And I'm going to take my trusty fabric scissors and I'm going to cut that circle out. There we go. Okay. Then you're going to take your little mold and you're going to put your little fabric right on top. And making the shank back, so I'm going to place my button head right in the middle there. Okay, try to center it on the little mold. Okay, then you push your little pusher put the little pusher in the middle. And the instructions will tell you, just push. Well, maybe it's easier if you turn it over. So just push it down with your finger. Pretty simple, right? I'll take the little pusher out. So it's in there, and there's your excess fabric sticking out. And then the instructions will tell you to tuck it in and put your shank back on. Now, here comes my little tip. Before you tuck it in, I'm going to put a little glue. This is an old little cutting mat, cutting food. I save those when they get yucky, and I use it in my crafts for gluing, hot gluing, or sometimes cutting with like an X-Acto knife. Okay, so spread open your fabric. I'm just going to put a little tiny dab, just a dab inside, okay? And then I'm going to use a little tool, something that I don't care if it gets glue on. Kind of push the fabric in and try not to get glue on your fingers or your tool. Okay, and then put your shank back on there like that. Okay, now this is the hard part for me, is pushing it in. So if you have a difficult time, we're going to try this one. See how it goes. Because I have long nails, it's kind of hard to push my fingernail like that, or finger down like that. It worked. Let's see, I'm going to use this to help me pry it out. And there's your button. Cute. Cute as a button. Okay, so I'm going to make one more, and I'm going to show you my other trick. Look what happened. It's a little bit off. It's a little bit too big over here. I'm going to pull it out and try again. Not a big deal. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I don't care. Let's oopsie. Okay. Is that better? That's better. A lot better. I just don't want it to be too short over here, and then, you know, with years of wear, it might come out. Alrighty. Put my little dab of glue. Just a teensy dab. You know why? If you put too much glue, it tends to come out of the shank back. Yeah, see, it's still kind of short. Oh well, this is demonstration purposes only. Okay. Put my shank on there. Now, and I'm going to use the pusher. And you can use this hammer just to kind of help you if you have a hard time pushing with your fingers. Just place it on there, centered, very gently. Just use some pressure and rock it back and forth a little bit. And it should go right in there. Do that, and I like using these little tweezers to help me pull it out. See? There we go. Easy. fabric covered buttons. Isn't that cool?